It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Wheel of Fish. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Justin from Critical Paint Studios. Mr. Pigments is in mod streamer hell at the moment, so we're gonna try and be cool for him. It's 3 a.m. and I'm on mod duty. Red snapper, very tasty. Welcome, Bane. I printed your filament disposal system catcher thing without realizing it was as big as it was. So it spent like 7.5 hours printing, and got it out this morning, and yeah, it's very cool. It's installed and it's all ready to go. And it's huge. But saying that, it's now installed and it's doing its thing. And I've gotten my first commission filament printer job, so it's printing at the moment. 3 sizes, but yeah, I went for a big one thinking, oh, that one's going to be too small. No, that one's too tall. No, that wide one should be good. That wide one can fit like a sandwich in a 6-pack. That's unbelievable. Yeah, I printed the wide one, not the tall one. Yeah. But yeah, I've been testing the sintering capabilities of my my laser etcher. So that's the first one. I'm still messing with it to see sort of what else can be done. I was hoping to get it deep enough into the reflective side of the metal so it would do that, but it's kind of gone this browny color. So we'll have to keep playing. But the next thing that I need to do is make a jig so I can fit multiple pieces on the bed, have them all not move. It is Friday. We did make it, only barely. So yes, laser was lasering, printer is printing, compiling photos. I've put the entry form for Amanita Shaman into QMHE. I've emailed them because I'm not sure about Goblin City, because it kind of falls under 2 categories, but kind of deletes itself from both of them at the same time. So I've asked for a bit of help categorizing it. Print quality on the S1 is as good as expected. Now, we all know benchies are not really the best benchmark, but so far I'm quite happy with the outcome. So where are we? Can't really see the text way at the back there properly because it's a little bit blown out, but I did that, I think, on 0.08. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. We'll see how this other job comes out. But yeah. We'll see how it all goes. Did you see what happened with Golden Maple and their country? No, tell me, as someone who is an affiliate with them, what have they done? Tell me. I need to hear. Because I need to know whether I'm separating myself from them or not. They stole Leaf Decay's art and then ran it through Jenna. Oh crap. On what? Involves miniature painting. I've just googled it. Used it for their advertisements. I've just googled it, so we're going to look into this. Golden Maple controversy involves miniature painting brush being accused of art theft and using AI-generated marketing materials. The key issues include stealing and altering an artist's original work, specifically creator Leafy Decay's for upcoming campaign, utilizing AI to process and recreate the stolen artwork of commercial ads, issuing an official apology statement on Instagram that the community heavily criticized as insecure, corporate, and potentially AI written. Influencers. Numerous miniature painting content creators and influencers cut ties. Yep, well, beyond the copyright issue, community members and painters voiced secondary complaints regarding aggressive and rigid script requirements for sponsored reviews, alongside reports of poor or rapidly splitting brush quality. I must admit, I have had... I'm actually using gold maple brushes on this model, on all these models so far, and they're pretty good. Leafy Decay's both posted stuff for a company that work with and for artists. That's not ideal. So no, I won't be supporting them anymore. That's for damn sure. Let's see what the official statement. Sincerely apologize to Tesseract Minis and Leafy Decays for recently posting an image that closely resembled their original work. After reviewing the situation internally, we found that reference material was mistakenly included in our creative process without its original source being properly verified. While there was never an intention to copy or misappropriate anyone's work, we fully acknowledge that this failure was our responsibility and shown insufficient respect for the original creators. The image has been removed, and we have strengthened our internal review process, ensuring that all future reference materials and properly sourced and verified before publication. We would like to clarify that our collaborator, Just Jack Gaming, has no involvement in selecting the reference material, approving artwork, publishing the post. The incident was solely the responsibility of Golden Maple. We are willing to take appropriate responsibilities for this incident and, if necessary, engage in good faith discussions regarding appropriate remedies or compensation. Tesseract Minis and Leafy Decay. Our community, we offer sincere apologies. We respect the work of every creator. And are committed to learning from this mistake and doing better moving forward. Yeah, that does... that seems very much an AI-written apology. What is the artwork in question? Yeah, just saw the statement, pretty poor. You'd think you would read the room and not use AI. I mean, so far that sounds like the correct way to respond to that, if they meant it. Yes, but having dealt with them, and having dealt with their PR departments, I can tell you that that's not them. I can tell you right now that that's not them. Yeah, so that's bothersome. That's very bothersome. So these brushes are actually pretty damn good. which is a shame, but these things happen. Companies try and cut corners, then end up losing out. Remember, people, when you make a mistake, make sure to double down and up even more. Once I pay off these pigments, I'll get you some brushes. What brushes? What brushes are you going to get me that aren't my legendary Rosemary & Co. brushes? What are we doing? That's right, we were up to there. So we need a bit more. What's your blue recipe? My blue recipe for this guy is a little bit different than the others. My Escoda Reserva brushes beat Rosemary & Co. but cost an arm and a leg. Oh, okay. For the coats, we went Pro Acryl Dark Blue, Dark Grey Blue for the interiors. We had a crack at McCrag Blue. And for our highlights, we did Pro Acryl Ultramarine. So there's only one whole Citadel paint in there. What I meant. I would also like to take this moment to point out the absurd Twitch auto mod. That's yeah. Well, I let that one through because I'm the auto mod, as it were, and the auto mod. Why, he's me. I'm still going to use these brushes. I'm just not going to mention them by name. Knowing my luck, that'll be what gets me canned on Twitch. $20 each. Oof. Yeah, that's too. Like, they'd want to be something pretty damn special for $20 a pop, and that's $20 US as well. So that's like $36 or something over here. That's the size of like Raphael's and Da Vinci's, which aren't good brushes. Well, aren't good brushes for me. 25 US. Yeah, that's a lot. I can get 3 brushes for that price from Rosemary & Co. I can't get the Series 99 in the US from Rosemary. Yeah, I know. $90 for a size 4 brush and whoa! Jesus. I like small brushes, but I mean, this brush is bordering on the biggest size brush I'd ever use. And it's a 0. Like, yes, I do use big brushes for big things, but I paint miniatures, not the Sistine Chapel. One store has them, but they are 15 to 40. Damn. That's crazy. And that's unfortunately, that's where I would recommend these particular brushes, because they are a good brush. Questionable marketing tactics aside, and they are available just about anywhere. I've yet to find anywhere that doesn't well, or can't get them, I should say. It's going to take an awful lot for the miniature painting community to trust them again, that's for damn sure. We have a tendency to hold a grudge. Yes. Is it Do I Feel Bonita? It's good. It's good. I'm at the part where they have literally just left the not Odette's show, the next one, the ogre. Glurp glurp. Where they came across Maggie and Thingy. Michael? Maestro, that's the... Caught the bug. No, I haven't caught any bugs yet. However, I did find out that the guy that voiced Dungeon Crawler Carl and all of the other characters I found out will be playing Princess Donut in the Seth MacFarlane series that's coming up. Yeah, I think you kind of had to. Donut needed to sound like donut. Hopefully Carl sounds close. They don't get Patrick Warburton. But I honestly had Princess Donut as Dawn French. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, that's who I thought played. I thought there were multiple people doing the voices. Only to be completely blown away that that dude is doing every single thing. So, much respect. Dude knows his craft. Dory Sachs joins for the female roles. Oh, okay. But, like, yeah, I thought up until now that there was a cast of people doing voices. Nope. One dude. Absolutely nailed the assignment. No notes. Didn't leave any crumbs. Quick question. Is Komachi worth the round trip from this part of town? Want to go out and show support, trying to figure out how if I'll be going solo. If you've never been to a large scale painting competition event, then yeah, it's definitely worth a visit. If you are going to enter, go with no expectations because they will be shattered. Mine were. There's it's odd. It's not at all what I expected. Oh. Is that the artwork that you just sent me there, Dres? My latest update on the paper is finished. Oh, nice. Oh, so the dude, wow, that's really good. Wow, damn. And hello, Helgrat. Sorry, we're in the middle of about 5 different conversations. Latest update on my paper is finished. Definitely not going to enter, but I'll just support you. Oh, it's not really that kind of. The competition structure works very differently. It's not a bunch of people vote. There is like the popular vote and things like that. Oh, so oh wow, that's nice. That's awesome. Mr. Pigments. That is very, very cool that that's your D&D group and it's getting commissioned. Yeah, like the competition, Tellius, is there's a board of judges kind of thing. And it's part of the Queensland Scale Model Society and all this other stuff. So it's like there is the popular vote and there is like the People's Choice Award and things like that. But it's more sort of there's a bunch of different categories, the entries in each category. No, it doesn't do a vote via text, unfortunately. It's usually a little barcode and then you say what won and bits and pieces like that. Otherwise, it could be rigged. But like I'm having trouble this year because oh shush. The 2 sculpts that I have, which is Amanita Shaman and Goblin City, technically fall under the same category. But technically not. Because the categories, well, the main category that I'd be looking at is figure 401, which is humanoid fictional character bust. $10 gallons of white paint now. Lol. But the problem with that is the other side of it, Goblin City, has multiple figures. So it could be classed as a diorama. But they're still busts, so it should be in the bust category. And they're humanoid-looking figures, i.e. anthropomorphized humans. But it can't be in the diorama because it goes over the base. It sort of, the base is only this big, whereas the rest of the model goes out and around it, kind of thing. So given those rules, it would be disqualified. So I'm kind of in a rock and a hard place. So I've asked the competition secretary for some clarification, but just waiting for them to get back to me. I ordered a lot of white pigment. Damn freedom unit. How many pulls is that? Those are some oddly specific rules. Seem to get more friction, cause more friction than they remove. Yes, but when you know the scale and size of this competition, boom, boom, it's a miniature competition. Like there was 625 entries last year across the 40 categories. So they need to keep a handle on it. Actually, where are we? QMHE. So competition details, category descriptions. So as an example, I would be entering figure 401, fictional bust having a humanoid shape of any scale open to all build classes. Then there's 402, fictional bust having non-humanoid shape of any scale open to all build classes. But if we go Goblin City as SF 500 category, Star Wars themed category, open. I'm surprised they have their own cat. They do, because there's a lot of Star Wars people out there. But if I was going to enter Goblin City, it'd probably be under Diorama 200. Civil-themed dioramas shall be a scene which tells a story combining figures, supporting models, and scenic effects, which is what Goblin City is. The shape and size of the base is open. No part of the diorama may hang over the edge of the base. Bases and figures will be judged in this class. So, I don't know about that. And that's what I needed clarification on. So it's just a matter of finding out from the comp secretary. And yeah. And figuring out what I'm going to do from there. But like, yeah, Bane, when it comes to this comp, like it's held in an inside, like it's held at the Ipswich Showgrounds, and you know the I don't know how you have like we have exhibitions and shows and fetes and stuff, and if it's at a place specifically designated to showgrounds, there's usually big annexed buildings kind of thing. This room would probably be about the size of 2 basketball courts, and it's filled with down half, and I mean half of the room is tables with all the entries on them, broken up into their different categories, and the other half of the room is for stalls, classes, showcases, hobby groups, that kind of thing. So it is a big deal. Yeah. Sometimes they'll get to convention centers here if they're big and they're fancy enough. Like your Comic Cons, or the Australian equivalent of Comic Con, which is Supernova, has that kind of stuff. Whereas QMHE has always been at the Ipswich Showgrounds. But it's a very cool event. It makes you realize how diverse the miniature painting community is, but also everything that's not miniature painting. So like the miniature painting section of this competition, there's only ever usually about 50 or so entries of that 650. Those 650 are like your scale modelers, your die-cast metal trucks, your oh, okay. Like the busts, the wargaming figures, like these guys, the mechs, sci-fi figures, they all sort of fall under the other category when it comes to this competition. So even though it is the biggest competition in Queensland, it is not the biggest competition for miniature painters, stuff like this. But having said that, it is an experience, and if you have never gone, you should go. I went. I'd heard about it and went and entered like 6 or 7 pieces in my first time, and yeah, I didn't do well, and that was the very first time I went. I skipped it for a year then, because I was sick and busy, as I normally am. And I went last year. And I took away gold, silver, and bronze for the 3 pieces that I had entered. And had one of my painting idols say that I was going to beat him this year. So I'm hoping that's the case. And the other person I lost against was Trent Dennison. So it was Benjamin Flood and Trent Dennison were the only people I lost against last year. I don't think I'm going to beat Trent this year because he's dioramas and he hasn't got any busts in show. that I know of, and I've got a feeling my piece is going to be entered into the diorama category. So, not diorama, the bust category. And if that's the case, I'll be versing myself and Benjamin Flood. Maybe Siona. Maybe a couple of the other members of the guild. But my own main real competition this year, I think, is going to be Ben Flood. And he is not that active on social media, but his work is unbelievable. Like, it's disgusting how good he is. Busting show should be a prize here. Oh. It's so strange. It's like, because the majority of the competition is scale modelers and war recreationists and tanks and sort of like, one of the best in shows last year was this beautiful big abandoned old farm with a bunch of like utes parked in a shed, and it was unbelievable. It was really well done. But that's the caliber of stuff. It's like planes in takeoff and spaceships and Star Wars stuff and tanks and semi-trailers and die-cast metal cars with candy paint jobs and all these crazy things. And then there's this little section just for the display painters and wargaming figures and stuff. And the rest of it's all dedicated to all this other stuff. It's so strange. But some of the best purchases, that's where I bought Amanita Shaman. As an example, Andrew Judson, Spec Mod Models, will be there. And it's one of the main events that he comes to. And he always has really, really good stuff. Bernie, which is Misha's Miniature Bazaar, will also be there, selling his wares. Kajit has coin, or Kajit has wares if you have coin. Siona's going to be there, Dragonfly Relics. Some really, really cool, unique sculpts, display plinths, dice, and things like that. The Brisbane Display Painters Guild will be there. It's always surprised me how big the military and historic painters in Australia are compared to fictional wargaming. I would say probably 4 times bigger, at least. And they're all old men. And they're dropping like flies. And they're getting awards named after them at QMHE. I'm not kidding either. But this year is a big one. This is, I think, the 25th year or something. Oh yes, the train guys are a special type of autism. My autism is little plastic guys and display figures and ultra realistic painting. Those train guys, they're a different breed altogether. There's passion, and then there's obsession, and then there's the autistic miniature train community. Back in my day, we didn't have things like autism. No, my grandfather stayed in his shed with his 150 pure-scale die-cast metal trains and... Wait, what? But yeah, it's the biggest by entry and type competition in Queensland. Then there's GHMX or GX. GHMX, which is at the RNA Showgrounds, and that's a fairly new competition. It's only been around for the last couple of years, but it's making itself quite well known for the competition side of things, which is they're hosted by Scale Modelers Supply Paints. Which are an Australian-based miniature paint. They're okay. They're nothing to write home about. The next size up competition, I would have to say, Helgrat will probably agree with me, Guilds in New South Wales. And then the national competition, which encompasses people from all over the country. Even though Guilds in does that as well, but that crown seems to have fallen to Crimson Brush. But yeah, if you do get the chance, this year is a big thing for them. Let me just make sure. I think it's like 26 years or something ridiculous. Let's see. Celebrating 30 years. So this year is their 30th anniversary. So it's going to be quite big. They had the most amount of models that they've ever entered last year. It was 600 and something. And they're hoping to break that record by quite a lot this year. This the Guilds in last week. Oh, no! From reports of those people I know that did go, it was very cool. I need to try and get there at some point. Smash Money on Friday night. Oh, no. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the response from the secretary. So it happened with Ben Flood's entries last year. He actually had 2 entries in the same category, and that was the reason I got a 3rd. And my other entry got a silver because it was in a category against Trent Dennison. And everyone else's were kind of meh. We've been, the guild, Brisbane Display Painters Guild, has been trying to kick off their own painting competition. And I'm hoping that comes to fruition. There is one competition that was on last year that I missed. Because I was very sick and couldn't get to, and that was the Brisbane Anvil. And I really wanted to win a Brisbane Anvil because the gold is a little golden anvil on a display plinth. And that to me is just the most awesome prize a miniature painter could ever get, is a little anvil. But yeah, we're trying to get a good competition happening for miniature painters in Brisbane. And we've got a name. But not much more than that at this stage. We'll see what happens. If we'd given another 5 years ago, someone could make a pretty good competition out of putting a bunch of 3D printing newbies in a room with an old Ender 3 and seeing if they could figure out how to make it work fast. And the show will be called The Spaghetti Incident. 3D printing Olympics. 3D printing Special Olympics. Because it's an end of 3. We don't talk about the spaghetti incident. Come on, it's not anywhere near as bad as Chinese democracy, and you know it. Not Chinese democracy as in Chinese democracy because they're communists, but Chinese democracy as in the Guns N' Roses album, Chinese Democracy, the follow-up album to Spaghetti Incident, which was significantly worse. Now I had spaghetti last night. Oh boy, oh boy. Actually forgot they named an album that. Never forget. Never ever forget. Let's see if I can see what this printer's doing quickly. Lol. Where's the one that's printing at the moment, guy? What, you're not picking up workbench? Okay. Hang on, I just need to quickly check. What's worse is apparently I have that album. Yeah. Stuff is printing. Good. Oh. Really? Oh, crunch. Um, but yes, I watched the rest of the episode of Miniature Masters. Have any computer monitors or keyboards perished in your quest to learn plasticity? No, not yet, not yet. I say yet because it's still very early days. I've been too sick to actually get back into what I was doing. So hopefully, now that I have started to come out the other side of that, and a printer and bits and pieces, that I can actually get back to work, i.e., prototyping and stuff. We shall see. However, I'm just learning the Anycubic and the X tool at present. I felt the latest episode had a pretty jarring jump, missed a good part of the actual painting. Yeah, not trying to derail you. Stream delay. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, there is quite a significant drag on stream at the moment, and I'm not sure what is causing it because I've switched off all of the offending things. Um, oh, what was it? The latest episode, yeah, it did sort of kick very quickly. And they did miss quite a lot of the painting. I know exactly what you are referring to. It did seem that way. Probably something to do with the half a planet in between. Ah! I was trying to think. Oh, thank you. I've been giving gifts. Yeah. Um, the editing, the editing does need a little bit of work. Just continuity in bits and pieces. I think they're trying to rely too much on tropey TV hooks and the Big Brother aspect of the competition. Like they keep, as an example, coming back to Amalia, who is very adamant that she is not a competition level painter, yet she is. And she's not someone who's been to art school, yet I'm pretty sure she has. So this is a trial run. Yeah, yeah. Like Maxim, for instance, has been already labeled the donkey of the show. Yet, while not being the strongest painter there, still has the ability to, if they stop portraying him as a dumbass, to win. And like it's stuff like that that I can see where the negative comments are coming from and why those negative comments are coming. But they're falling back on tropes that they think are going to push not so much the medium, but the show itself forward. And open it to a wider audience, which, yes, I get. I understand that. That's ultimately what they're trying to do. It's a marketing thing. they're looking to enhance their audience base so they can have enough collateral and money behind them to make a season 2. And doing that on a platform such as YouTube is all about, hey, Play Tacticus, hey, the website Squarespace, hey, the Redgrass Gaming Lights, and hey, Vallejo, which was this week's one. Emil is an affiliate with all of those companies. So every time they sell something, they make money. So they're plugging their advertising stuff as much as they can. And critiquing someone's work doesn't generate revenue. And it's more the corporate side of things that they're looking at in this first season. They're looking at longevity. Well, I think there's a very strict reasoning and structure behind every single thing that they're doing. The way they're editing, the special guests, judges that they bring on, the long, pregnant, heavy pauses. Like last episode when Josh was voted off, I knew Josh was voted off before Josh was voted off, because Emil let slip that this paintbrush, that this artist has painted his last miniature. Rookie mistake, should have said there, because that would have involved Amalia, who was in the bottom of the category as well. But he let slip there. You'll probably find behind the scenes that Emil would be beating himself up over that, because he's that kind of guy. It's got to be perfect. And the fact that he slipped with that, he probably wasn't very happy at himself. And you can see what they're trying to do. They've got the rogue, which is Trent. The dark and moody, which is Anastasia. Maybe Fig 200. Fair point. They have the worried artist, Merrick. They have the crazy one, the wild card, the person who is out of their element, Maxim. Even though he is none of those things, it's just how they're portraying him. And you'll probably find that he's in on the gag as well. The beautiful newcomer that doesn't realize her own talent, Amalia. Yeah, it's very much, definitely isn't horrible. It would be fair that it's not far from Emil's typical contact and a story to tell doesn't mean I wouldn't love something a little less tropey. That's true. That's true. I think once they get established and they know who their audience are and they know what the audience wants, instead of the typical sycophants and die-hard Emil, you're the greatest thing since sliced bread, i.e. the people on his Patreon, things like that. And they realize they've got something, then they can concentrate on refining that down to its raw elements, which in turn will make a better quality product. And I hope one day that I get the phone call and my life on Twitch and YouTube streaming is going to help that. So that's the plan, people. Get my name out there. As Rose McManus used to say, good night, Australia. Say hi to your mum for me. Because, like, the person that you see on screen as Trent Dennison, for instance, that is what he's like in real life. He's a big, like, and I mean big. I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'3" or 6'2" and a bit. Depending on the day. He's probably about another 3 or 4 inches taller than me. He's a couple of years younger than me. But the type of person he portrays on screen, that's who he is. That's exactly straight down the line. And he's known for, like, he's quite generous. All of the painting competitions, all of the guest painters that come to this country, he usually organizes them. Like, he's the guy that originally set up the class for Natalia Orcas and Kaha. And he works with Tim, what is it, Bunny Layton and Ben Layton for Crimson Brush. And this is the kind of guy he is. Bunny was involved in an accident earlier on in the year. And Trent was originally going to be moving away from coordinating the Crimson Brush. But when Bunny had her accident, Trent stepped in again. Like, Trent lives in Brisbane. He's just flown overseas to do a show. He's come back from said show. He's then flying to Guild's Inn, or going down to Guild's Inn. Then, from Guild's Inn, comes back to Brisbane. All the meanwhile working on his own competition pieces. Organising whatever stuff he's organizing behind the scenes, because he's always organizing something. And then going down and doing Crimson Brush to help out Bunny. Like when he disappeared into the back section to where the guys were talking, and he said, can he use his extra paint to give an extra paint to Josh, who made the mistake and messed up, and then also lost a paint due to the quiz. That's like, that's a very on-brand thing for Trent to do. Offer something of what he was doing, what he won, to somebody else to further them. That's what he does. Like, he told me that I should start streaming because he thought I'd be good at it. And initial teething problems aside, he was right. But that's just the kind of guy he is. But yes, less tropey, absolutely. I understand what you mean. There it is. Let's see. Oh. I was impressed by his kindness. He actually got angry when he was not allowed to. That's the kind of guy. That's Trent. That is exactly Trent. He seems like this big, loud, and imposing guy, but he's really nice. I was a little bit thrown off. So I'd heard of him, but never actually met the man. And then when I did meet him, I'm like, wait, you're this guy? And I was a little taken aback. But yeah, he's kind, genuine, funny. Big Hug Bill. he's kind of like that. Like, I'm the kind of guy you don't want to sit next to on a bus. Because I look imposing. Especially when I'm wearing sunglasses. But he seems like the guy you'd want to, like, you'd ask how the weather's going. He's just got this sort of natural presence about him. a larrikin, as it were. I'm not sponsoring. I'm just trying to pull back the veil. And sort of, I don't know Natalia that well, only from the time spent in the course, but she seems like a very lovely person also. Very hard on her sleeve. I suppose everybody, like this field, hobby, career, takes all types. But as I said, I would jump at the opportunity. My bag is packed, and I'm waiting for the flight number. Never happened though. I learned very early in life that I am not the desired look for anything. Apart from ringing bells in clock towers. Are you currently subscribed to my Patreon? Yes, we'd like to talk to you about a show we're doing. I don't think any of those, well, probably a couple, but I don't think all of them are. I don't think Trent is. But having said that, you never know. Speaking of which, there's a TED Talk by Jack Conte, the founder of Patreon, that I want to sit down and watch. Seems a little conflict of interesty. Yeah. Yeah, I originally followed Jack Conte when he was a YouTube artist, writing songs and doing remixes of songs and bits and pieces. And then he started a wee little company called Patreon. We're talking about all sorts of stuff. The show that you don't want to watch, Miniature Masters. But we're talking also about the Patreon side of things. I'm just going to take this off because it's warming up in this office now that I've got the doors closed. Yeah, just about sort of the different aspects and things. I said I wasn't going to watch it. Ipso facto, tomato, potato. Now, I think we might be ready. I'll have to pop this flag on. Have a quick look. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. That'll work, actually. Cool, we'll do that. Oh no, I need to do those straps. Straps first. Just remember, if at any point your paint job takes a turn for the worse, rub some bacon on it. That works? You need to tell me I've spent years learning all these techniques, only to find out rubbing bacon on it fixes it. Backstory of this regiment is officially that the head of the regiment found an ancient box set with sharpies, sharps rifles, and took off them like Napoleon's sideboard. The only series in which Sean Bean survives an immortality. Blasphemy against the God Emperor of mankind. What? Well, I wonder if that was on purpose. One of the like the belts that strap the blanket to the top of the backpack. The clips for the belts are little aquillas or aquillas. One of them's upside down and the other one's the right way up. God, I'm a king. I'm writing laws for Sylvan's regiment. This could only end badly. The context. Oh, okay. All hail the man emperor of mankind. There we go. Now, I do want... There we go. Now we can stick down. Sausages are just meat, babe. Kevin? Imperial rations are basically long pork. So in a way, yes? Okay. Come on. Need to wait for this to dry. Then I can work on the remaining bits. But, bom bom bom. Now, where is the black? There is. Oh, that's the ink. Didn't want the ink, that one. Are sausages really baguettes? Meat baguettes? Define baguette. Or one. Now. The orchestra lead got a baguette. Cheerleaders, baguette. One wooden stick, baguette. I'll do road rage. Fetch baguette. I know, I had to set up my VPN. In Australia, that falling into that is banned now. What? Only if you're under 16. You want to give a French measure on a unit? French baguette depends on the current king. Oh my god. Chat has devolved into a discussion, Monty Python-esque discussion of baguettes. How many baguettes is that? How the bloody hell should I know how many baguettes that is? What do I look like? French? Bathrooms over there. US wins. Well. Need for more competition. Precisely. Someone that regularly has to work with the Imperial and metric. It's a wonderful life. Measuring the average quantity. Americans measuring the average quantity of something with cheeseburgers since. Oh, I've still got drink left. Played 40k for years, so I have a hideous amalgam of both. And 40k has taught me the average woman has no idea what 6 inches looks like. Oh. So the Germans. The Germans? Practice the West. Bomb, bomb. However, in other news, Melbourne Ska Orchestra is coming to Brisbane at some point this year. No other connection to anything apart from that. I just thought I'd let you all know. Being a Ska fan. Orchestra. It is. But Ska Orchestra is just their name. They do have like, I think it's 15 members or something ridiculous, as most ska bands usually do. Like the original lineup of Real Big Fish. Oh. Necromancer, if we want to. Leave your soul behind. Because if your friends aren't dead, and if they aren't dead, well, they're no friends of mine. What was that? Melbourne Ska Orchestra. So no. Cat Empire are good, but they are not a candle to Melbourne Ska Orchestra. It's like Cats the movie, but in 40K resolution. No, no, no. Ideas like this are why humanity should be grateful I'm not a film director. Whoa. I didn't want to say those movies were bad now. Let that dry for a second. I hope they are. Oh. So how's everyone doing out there today? What are we at? Hour and 46. Plowing through it, people. Absolutely plowing. I don't know what this type of music is, but I'm digging it. Can you dig it? It's like drum and bass, garage, bit of dubstep, Irish. Pipes. What's this song? We don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Didn't you write it? Yep. If it was Irish pipes, they'd sound more drunk. As someone of Irish descent, I don't know whether to agree or take offense. What did he just say? He said the pipes needed to sound more drunk. Well, he does have a point, doesn't he? Aye, that he does. Okay. Let it slide. Oh, this is AI generated. That's the annoying thing about AI. Oh, thank you. But like this program I'm using for the music is a licensed a license thing called Pretzel Music, and it's royalty free. Well, you pay a fee and you get music that you can play on YouTube and Twitch while you're streaming, so you don't have to pay royalty fees. I know a lot of other streamers don't record, which then allows them to play whatever they want. But my stuff has a random ability to get recorded, and I don't want to get caught out, so I thought I may as well do the whole right thing and have music that's licensed for me to be able to use. So that's why I've chosen the way that I have. But being an artist and not liking AI and AI encroaching on everything we seem to be doing, some of this music flat out sounds AI generated. But in my position, I don't really have another choice. Which is problematic. it's drawing that line between the two. I came in with a fireball. Should I fanboy out? Creepy tables. Like I sent the full picture of the finished Amanita Shaman to Creepy Tables. They've just responded saying they're very cool. Let me just see exactly what he said. Said super cool works, and he followed me. That's pretty cool. Oh. Now, I didn't go to Guild's Inn this year, but I did get someone to buy something for me that you can only pick up at Guilds. And because of that, I just got an email going, hey, how did you like Guild's Inn? Where are... What's he doing twice? I don't think he, because I'm sure I used him before. Okay. Try these ones. Got it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. For the person who sculpted the piece, to say that it's super cool looking, I'm a bit happy about that. Well, you know, flipping good one. I gotta go see a dwarf about a possibly illegal tradition breaking beer scheme. He's off to read books again, people. Shun the learned man. Shun. I've got a feeling I'll probably be reading that one next by the sounds of it. Or I might go back to Warhammer. I am enjoying the Warhammer books quite a lot. You have a good one, Bane. I have no doubt I'll talk to you at some point over the weekend. I'm printing my first multi-color piece, so if it all blows up, you'll hear from me. Would you like to know more? I'd like to know more about what? The Imperium. Different type of fascism. Confusing Starship Troopers with close, but not exactly there. I mean, they could be the Astra Militarum. They could. I just need to check this print because it made a noise. What's going on here? Feed timeout. Oh. What does that mean? I need to figure out what that means. Message sent. Says it's a feed timeout. Now I'm going to have a look at that at some point. Ad break ends. Oh, okay, run an ad break. But yeah, this one is very much a level 2 job. The various elements that are going into it. You know you've done well as a parent when one of your child's vocal stems is Mbop by Hanson. He is 9. wood now. Oh. Sounds like he's bought himself a harmonica. Du, du, du. Oh, getting close to this guy. Um, Chestnut, no, wood. Now, I'm going to let that dry for a second. While that's drying, I'm going to quickly duck away to the boys' room. I'll be right back. Okay. So that is now dried enough. I'm just going to go in with a bit of grey. We want to age down this wood. We still want our previous colours in there as well. There's a fly that is driving me absolutely insane. Come here, little beast. Come feel my wrath. Hopefully that's... no. Where'd he go? There he is. Yeah, that's what we want. Then welcome, folks. It's just dropping in. I'm Justin. This is Critical Paint Studios. Currently working on a commission for a custom themed KRIEG army We're working on the command squad at the moment. This particular one is a level 2 paint job. Meaning hero, according to my sheet. It's time to start building up those gloves. So I did have, there it is. So this and the commissar of the troop are getting the special treatment. And the medic also copped a bit of that special treatment too. Okay. Well, I've got it here. I may as well fix up this bit. Now that that scar's dry, I can do the last little bit on it. Now, the mask. Oh. How long have we got actually? 2.5 hours. We've got 30 minutes. We might be able to get this guy done. Pardon me. I'll give this a quick try. I'll be right back. Oh. It is crazy how quickly you can tell that a song's generated by AI. I'm actually going to try something just a touch different on this one. Try that. I'll be right back. And one more pass with Ivory. Yeah, that's it. Now the gloves. I need to figure out why my printer gave that error as well. This is trying to rip off. Cherry Poppin' Daddies. Badly. Oh, 10 more minutes. I reckon we are very close to finish this guy. Not there yet. We are a lot closer than when we started today. So we'll lay our dirt down because that's going to take some time to dry. But how's he looking? Fancy ass. With a hero rock. While leading the charge with a hero rock. For the baguette. Not just the baguette, all the baguettes. No baguette left behind. What the hell? My Instagram is going a bit ape at the moment. Getting all of these notifications. Quick reminder, question for the crowd. I have a gem dragon from Reaper coming up to do. Whole model is translucent. Should I leave the gem parts see-through? Or the whole dragon? Let's have a look. don't know if I've seen the gem dragon. Can actually be cool and fairly unique. Oh wow, that one could be. It depends on how you want to sell it, really. Do you want it to be like an entity, like a ghostly dragon, or do you want it to be like a dangerous force? Because you can kind of sell that multiple different ways. Yeah, that miniature is actually really cool. You could do so many different things with that one. I want it to look cool, but I feel like leaning into the crystal. Okay, I would suggest, and this is me, I would suggest getting the dragon. Now, the fact that it's a clear plastic, or a clear rubber in the case of the Reaper minis, this is going to sound strange, but you want two types of clear varnish. You want a matte varnish and you want a satin varnish. You want to do the satin varnish from underneath, varnish the entire bottom side half of the model. Then with the matte varnish, do the top. That will make the top cloudy, and it will give you the ability to play with light refractions and bits and pieces, but you'll be able to see them better because of the matte varnish. They won't look too washed out. Have a good one. Savets. Tullius, yeah, if you like what you did with your other ones, you can take it to the next level by doing that two-tone varnish, bottom then top. Then with your inks, instead of going over and doing a whole ink, use your inks via brush and do a prismatic effect. I'll send you a picture shortly. I did a prismatic look to just a solid figure. Good morning, Adrian. We are at the end of our stream. We're just talking about a miniature that Tullius is getting. Masking putty? No masking putty. You don't need it. So with your, that's a good point. So this figure here, if we have a look at it, so this is from I forget the name of this game, but cool little angel figure. If you go in with the satin from underneath, that will, oh no, actually go in with the matte from underneath and then go in from the satin on the top. That will give you the shine that you need up and give you the matte finish to sort of mess around with colors below. And when I say from below, I mean like spray directly from below, just to get the bottom facing areas. Then you can come over with your satin over the top, sort of from anything above a 0 degree angle up to a 90. That will give you forced shine, but you can use that forced shine to your advantage. Each of your surfaces, depending on which way you're facing, you're planning to have the model looking, if you concentrate on those areas and do like a facet, if you will, so that particular area in that particular, and this is where a black and white sketch will be really helpful. Take a photo of it, drop the contrast and everything right out, drop the brightness down so you can more clearly see where your upper facing areas are. Then on those upper facing areas, do yourself a color chart, and then you can use your inks in tonal from sort of bright colors to darker colors across the model in those facets, and you can use the tone of the model to determine where your light's going to be. Now, because it's a crystal dragon and it's a crystalline structure, it's a lot of work, but the payoff is well worth it. You can do this with clear figures, you can do it with solid figures. I did it with a solid figure. I painted that solid figure completely black, then dry brushed a silver, and then went in with inks and did all the facets in different colored inks. So it looked like this sort of prismatic black, gray, crystal thing. Taking away the black and the gray, it will work on a clear model as well. I should have a clear model that I can show this kind of stuff with. But I'll find the picture and I'll send it through to you. It's actually going to be a couple of pictures because of the way I did it and the way the shots panned out. So, anyway, we are at the end of our Friday stream. No problem. Now, my weekend's going to be pretty busy. I'm going to be doing printer stuff, and there's a couple of things that family wants to go to, so I won't be getting much hobbying done this weekend, I don't think. However, I will help you out anytime you ask, Tullius. As always here to help. But thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out with me this evening. And just a last quick little look at the 99% finished Kriegsman in all his glory. Looking very cool. As they say, life expectancy of a Kriegsman on the battlefield is about 15 minutes. This guy may last a little bit longer. No problem at all. I hope you all have a good evening, and I shall catch you first thing Monday morning. So that's, what, 6:30 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard, which is +10 Greenwich Mean Time. Peace out. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Keep hobbying. Bye.